We have some breaking news and information coming out about GTA 6 and some of the brand new gameplay mechanics and features that are going to be added into the game, alongside some brand new leaked images that actually give us a pretty HD look at some new images of GTA 6 gameplay, showing off new areas and some of the new graphics that have been improved since the alpha footage that came back last September. But diving right into the main leak of today's video, it's coming from the GTA 6 France account, which I did have to translate this over on Twitter, so I apologize for some of the text being a little bit weird. I think that's just Twitter's translation being a bit iffy, but it goes on to say, in GTA 6, we are able to rob any kind of property, apartments, houses, villas, and even businesses. The player will have the opportunity to choose the properties he wants to rob. Unlike the old Rockstar games like Red Dead 2 and San Andreas, the heist will be activities in their own right. The player will also have to form his own team of robbers. To build your team, you will have to make your own recruitments, and each recruitable NPC will have its own competences, talents, and personalities. So that right there is absolutely insane. The fact that we are going to be able to rob a bunch of different types of buildings and basically just interact with a lot more parts of the world compared to the older GTA games is already very exciting. But the fact that you also have to build your team comprised of a bunch of random NPCs based on skills and personality traits, I think is really cool, because that means there's going to be a lot of different directions you can take in terms of the strategies, teams that you build, and how you're going to go and carry out the different heists and robberies at these different places. So it's a really cool system from the sounds of it so far. The leak also goes on to say you will be able to do upstream research on some so-called VIP targets to find out what kind of treasure they hide at home. It will be necessary to analyze the life and daily life of the owners, know their lifestyles, their habits, their activities, professions, who lives in the house, and how many there are. The player will have the choice of the moment of the robbery, day or night. Everything will depend on your strategy in order to create the feeling that each burglary is different. The player will be able to decide the fate of the inhabitants. You can very well kill or tie them up or even slow them down outside via events like car accidents. You will have to learn to analyze the neighborhood and its surroundings in order to put the strategy of your modus operandus. Rockstar makes it to a point of honor that no house is alike from the inside to create the feeling of each unique experience in order to push the realism to the maximum. So again, this is just more changes that definitely are heading into the direction that the main goal for Rockstar games in GTA 6 is to make it as lifelike and realistic as possible, which obviously is a pretty cool feature because a lot of these changes that are happening in terms of the robbery system seem very, very realistic. I mean, having to analyze the NPCs and having all the different house interiors and designs look unique, and there's literally not any cookie cutters or repeats, is already a huge upgrade to some of the older titles. The leak also goes on to say several facilities will be available. The more you advance in the game, the more money you will have to buy the better equipment. And he goes on to list some of the things that were leaked in the alpha footage, which was radars, cameras, drones, night vision, etc. The amount of your loot will depend on your tank equipment, such as the level of your bags, the level and numbers of your teammates, your vehicles. All the elements can be taken in, so it is up to you to choose the right elements. And finally, they close this off by saying the course of your robberies and how you actually operate them will have a real impact on the reputation of your team in the eyes of the residents, police, and other gangs. You will be able to publicize your gang and its reputation based on your loot recovered and your targets. Crimes during the robberies will have consequences on your honor. Your mission operation may be considered a specific signature of your gang to law enforcement and residents based on your reputation. The goal of Rockstar is to push the possibilities and differences to the maximum in order to offer a totally immersive and unique experience to players. Also, for those of you guys that want to stay up to date when we're posting or even connect with us and people a part of the community, we actually launched an official GTA Mania Discord, so make sure you guys go join that. A link will be down in the description. We'd love to see you guys over there. Now, like I say with a lot of these videos, when we cover these leaks and information, you obviously have to take a lot of this with a grain of salt. There is a lot of fake stuff out there, but this account has had some very reliable sources of information in the past in terms of GTA 5 updates and some of the GTA 6 leaks that actually line up perfectly with leaked footage that we physically saw of the game in last September. So although some of these things do seem a little bit far-fetched, I think Rockstar taking this game to the next level really truly means that all these different layers of how the robberies are going to be taking place, the crime systems, how you recruit your team and everything, making it as realistic as possible is definitely a step in the right direction. And I would not be surprised if this is actually going to be out at the launch of GTA 6, just with all the news and leaks we have of how highly spoken this game's going to be and how revolutionizing it's going to be to the gaming industry. Now, on top of this, I also found a few awesome concepts here that I wanted to share with you guys coming from the GTA France account as well. But they go on to tweet saying Bonnie and Clyde, aka Lucia and Jason, the most most wanted people in Vice City. Get ready for the most interesting game of the decade. And of course, this is just a really cool concept someone made of the GTA 6 main characters, which in case you guys were not aware is Lucia, a female protagonist character, and also Jason, who is a male protagonist character. They're the two main ones that were leaked in the alpha footage and so far confirmed. And these are just some cool wanted posters that someone actually designed, so I wanted to share that with you guys. And speaking of the main characters, we also have some new just breaking images of some leaked GTA 6 gameplay that appears to have not actually been known or seen to the public from the alpha footage. So these are brand new images that are just arising here in the community, which I think is really awesome. So of course, we will throw these up on the screen. The first one here appears to show Jason, the main character, walking down one of the streets with palm trees and a really awesome sunset. The next one here is of someone's monitor, where it actually shows Jason standing on the edge of a pool. And like I said, the thing that's important about these images is they're actually in HD. A lot of the alpha footage that was leaked was in very low quality since it was alpha and obviously just not recorded in HD to begin with. But these new images like this one here are actually giving us a pretty good idea of what this game's going to be looking like, especially on higher graphics. And for the third and final image here, we actually have a new picture of Lucia, which we didn't actually get too much on her from the alpha footage, so it's cool to see this. But you could see it's Lucia running down the street holding a weapon. You could see a dead body there. It appears that whoever's playing the game just murdered someone. And then you could also see a plane taking off with some of the cityscape and clouds in the background, which again, this is a really HD image. It looks very realistic. This very well could be faked, but it'd be a very good fake if it was. And I think this is a really good source to give us some new information on what we could be expecting and how far Rockstar's come so far since the alpha footage, because that footage was very low quality. You could barely tell what was happening. So these new images are definitely good for intel and what we could be expecting. But with all that being said, that is all I got for you guys in today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and also let us know your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section below. Do you think these images are real? And based on that huge leak we went over in the beginning of the video, would you like to see some of those changes and additions come out in GTA 6? We'd love to know your feedback. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, my friends.